Hey guys, I'm here. So today I wanted to do something a little fun with you guys like we did with the Rocky movies. I wanted to check out another series the whole way through with you all for an upcoming entry that's going to be landing here soon, and that is Mission Impossible. Now here's the funny thing. I have seen, at some point in my life, the first 3 films. I even saw the 3rd film in theaters. Somebody had even suggested after the Rocky franchise, or I forget which reaction I did, but I know a couple of people had suggested maybe I check out the Mission Impossible films. I was like, well, I've already seen the first 3, you know, so maybe the ones I hadn't seen. But then I started to think about it. I only remember, like, barely even fragments of any of the 3 films that I have seen. Like, I could tell you the things I remember straight out, just off the top of my head right now. Mission Impossible 1, all I remember is the wire scene. Not even really why they're there. I just remember, you know, him scaling down and that's it. 2, I literally just remember the opening with him rock climbing and being on a motorcycle. I don't remember what the plot of that one is even at all. And 3, I vaguely remember who the villain is as far as the actor goes, and that I believe his wife, love interest, somebody is kidnapped. Everything is surrounding that, I don't know. And I don't remember, again, how interconnected these are. So I don't know how much I need to actually know going into 4. And it's been, dude, I haven't seen MI3 since it was in theaters. I could tell you for a fact that I haven't seen Mission Impossible 1 or 2 even before that, like long before that. I was still paying my dad visits. Son of a bitch, dude, that was so long ago. So yeah, I don't remember how interconnected these are, so I don't know how much I need to know really if I wanted to actually even start from 4. So I thought we'll just do it from the beginning. So it's more of a refresher. I'm sure maybe things will click in my head as we progress through some of these films. Maybe like, I remember that. But I want to do that instead of just going into 4 half-baked. And rather than just rewatch these just in my own time or whatever, just like have a little fun. It's something a little bit different. Sometimes, you know, even if you've seen something, like, it just escapes you after so many years. So some aspects, it will be like watching this for the first time again. But I want to share it with you guys. Maybe you guys won't be into this, I don't know, but we'll play around with it. But my plan is leading up to this, because I know the movie comes out in early July, I think, part 1 of Dead Reckoning. By the time that comes around, if I do like the normal once a week thing like I did with Rocky, you know, the movie will still be in theaters. What I'll probably do is what I did with Creed 3 and wait for that to hit Paramount Plus, which will leave us, I think if I plan it out right, we'll still have 2 movies, so 2 weeks. So we might have a little bit of a gap depending on when I actually post these. So I might map it out to where we actually land with this, because usually what's the window? 30 to 45 days now for like streaming films and stuff like this. And I know that this Mission Impossible movie has already got a bunch of people up, you know, tight about the release window, what it's releasing beside, what screens are being used for certain films. I've seen a bunch of hubbub. I think it was between Christopher Nolan and Tom Cruise about all of that stuff going on with like the release window. So who knows? But I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. We'll see what happens. And I hope you guys enjoy this. But at least know from 4 onward, it's 100% blind. So guys, let's go ahead and hop in. I think I've preambled this enough, and we'll go ahead and see how this goes. And remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction to any of these, you can check them out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. They are in watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes of my reaction to the entire film. That is one of the best ways to support the channel, because it really does help us do things like this, and I really do appreciate it. Everybody who's been helping us out until this point and helping us get to where we can do some things kind of comfortably like this. But you also get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover over there. And we also get a once-a-month community pick where you guys get to suggest and then vote on what movies react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. I try to make it worth your while. So sure, a good way to support the channel. Guys, if you enjoy this reaction, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really does help us out in the long run as well here on the channel on the YouTube side of things. And with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's finally jump into Mission Impossible 1. You know, thank God they've actually got the subtitles in the film. Dude, I ran into so many issues with that with the Rocky stuff with Netflix, because unless you have subtitles on for the entire movie, it turns them off for all of it. And I didn't know that going into it.
Come on. She's been at it too long.
God damn. Oh my God, he's such a baby. Damn, I forgot about those masks, dude. It's wild, man.
Did we get it?
We got it.
What an opening, man. What an opening. Iconic theme, man. Iconic. You know, I said back when I was doing Rocky and stuff like that, I do intend to get around to like the Rambo series. There's a bunch of other things that I haven't ever seen that I probably should have. Finish out the Die Hard series. I've only seen the first one, which I reacted to on the channel for the first time, but I haven't seen any of the others of that. Similarly, I have seen the Bourne series, though I don't remember too much about it. I haven't seen the Renner one at all, or the last Matt Damon one. Haven't seen that one. All right, Jon Voight.
Would you like to watch a movie, Mr. Rosen?
No, thank you.
And who knows, maybe we'll go through all of Bond if we get into a spy swing. Because I've seen a bunch, but I haven't seen the vast majority of them. All the Craig films and all of the Pierce Brosnan stuff I've seen a little too many times. But all the older stuff, I haven't seen too many of those. I didn't know Danny Elfman composed this. John Knoll, visual effects supervisor.
The portion that Gallitzin already has contains code names, but this half is useless without its mate, which matches the code names with their true names.
Oh, okay.
Gallitzin plans to steal from the embassy tomorrow night. Your mission, Jim, should you choose to accept it, attain photographic proof of the theft, shadow Gallitzin to his buyer.
That should you choose to accept it line, man. See, like I said, some of these things are slowly coming back.
Anna Williams will handle surveillance, and Ethan Hunt will be your point man, as usual. As always, should you or any member...
This is based on a TV series? Never known that.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jim.
Any sparks that, like, trigger for, like, later movies, I'll save it for that. Because I was like, the whole self-destruct thing, I forgot about that too. And it made me think of, I think our introduction to that in 2.
Ethan, you're going into the embassy in character. Anna, you'll have him for the duration of the interior. Find yourself a perch and stay on him.
No problem.
Jack.
You know, when I think of Jon Voight, the first thing that always comes to mind for me is Anaconda. I saw that movie 3 times in its theatrical run.
If he has a car waiting and he rolls, you stay with him no matter what. You should take the afternoon and drive the streets around this little quarter. They're confusing as hell.
Did he chair in the armed services hearing?
They do a really good job at, like, really showing, like, how, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, how interconnected and, like, experienced this group is with their shorthand, with their chemistry, with their reactions and interactions between each other. You kind of really get the sense that they've been this unit for some time.
Red light, green light. You mash them together. Hasta lasagna, don't get any on you. You'll have about 5 seconds.
But aren't they touching in the center?
Just don't chew it.
Dude, that would be quite the sight. Watch somebody chew that thing.
It's in pocket on the stairway.
I like this POV shot. I assume he's masked up. Dude, fuck that.
Tell me, Senator, do you not have someone on your staff named Jack?
An unreliable fellow is on call, constantly late.
I'm opening the doors. Go under.
jeez. Dude, the floppy disks.
Cut the power.
Oh, what in the world? Oh.
Man down, Ethan.
Somebody had override control, though. Because somebody was able to open the doors before Jack was able to open the doors. Wasn't he door duty?
I've got a shadow.
Can you lose him?
No, abort.
They're honoring the package, Jim. I'm coming to you.
Jim gave it a book. We should walk away.
No, we are going to recover that disc. You understand me?
Ethan, don't fail. Dude, like, Voight's always a bad guy, so, like, it feels like it's so on the nose, man. I can't tell you, like, a single time I've seen him in anything, and he's a good guy, or a protagonist of any kind. Because we didn't see anything he saw either. He just looked over his shoulder, looked back away, and is steering everything else with the rest of the mission. At least, yeah, that's what I thought I remembered. But that's really easy to stage. Oh no, she's still tailing the one dude. Forgot about her completely. That's Phelps's wife. That's also a good cover. Damn it, man. I wish I remembered more of this movie. I remember the car blowing up, but I don't remember much else. Oh, what the fuck? Tom Cruise running! Great, right. And he gets framed for all this shit.
Disc is gone. The list is in the open!
Okay, location green, 1 hour. I'll be there myself.
It's a little sus.
I can't tell you how sorry I am. I know how much Jim in particular meant to you, Ethan.
Oh, I do know this guy, but I can't place it. But he's just so young here.
Why was there another team
What?
of IMF agents at the embassy tonight?
I don't quite follow you.
Let's see if you can follow me around the room. The drunk Russians on the
Oh, fuck.
So we've been spotting serious blowback in IMF operations. We have a penetration. The other day, we decoded a message on the internet from a Czech we know as Max.
Oh.
This whole operation was spawned.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll show you something, Ethan. Your family's farm has been in receivership. They're flush with over 120 grand in the bank.
Wow, dude. I love the way this is shot, too, for one.
Why don't we quietly get out of here onto a plane? I can understand you're very upset.
Kittridge, you've never seen me very upset.
You want to shake hands with the devil, that's fine with me. I just want to make sure that you do it in hell.
God. That dude got launched. Yeah, so somebody has made it look like he took his own team out. Dude, like, it's gotta be Voight. I mean, it's the only one that makes sense. This entire, like, the fact that he had the override, and maybe it's a tell, maybe it's a little bit, like, I kind of vaguely remember it. Maybe it's a little bit of typecasting, like, knowledge with just how his characters kind of go. It's like seeing Sean Bean in something and just assuming he's gonna die. I mean, it's gotta be Voight. Why did he have override access to that elevator when the whole point of Jack being in the elevator was to open the door And again, we never saw his tail. And the only thing we see is a no-faced, like no hand, no nothing, like gun barrel pointed to a chest with a camera on it. His body wasn't around to be investigated. Everybody else's was left behind, either charred or stabbed to death. Dude, Jack, though. What even was that at the top of that like impaled him? What is that in an elevator shaft? Why is there a Mortal Kombat stage fatality in an elevator shaft that isn't just the shaft collapsing?
Job 314.
Job 3. Nice. Such cheese, man. I love it, though. Oh, he's emailing a bunch of different people in different languages. Fish out this Max. Oh, hello.
What are you doing? I needed you, Ethan. I needed you on the bridge.
Is he asleep?
Ethan?
Ethan.
Oh, fuck.
Ethan, it's okay. Just calm down. It's Claire.
Wait, but...
Kittridge assumes I'm the mole they've been tracing, and I've been in the employ of an arms dealer. I'm gonna get it for him.
Ethan, you're not making any sense.
They think I stole it. Well, I'm gonna steal it.
If you're not dead, he's gonna assume you're with me.
Gotta love movie internet, man.
Excuse me. Would you remove your hat, please?
Oh, who's he disguised as?
The price of admission.
Lovely. Lovely mask.
If Max doesn't like what you have to say, you'll be wearing that shroud indefinitely. I'm willing to take the chance. Very well.
Oh, I guess he wasn't.
In anywhere from 30 seconds to 10 minutes, you'll have Virginia farm boys hopping around you like jackrabbits.
It's easier to say the disc is worthless when you say I can't look at the information and see if it's worthless. Not a tenable position, sir.
Okay.
I mean, it's true.
I'd suggest you pack first.
230 megabytes, man. That used to be a lot. Oh, there they are. That old lady's just aggressively sweeping. Sorry, vacuuming.
Everybody has pressure points, Barnes. You find something that's personally important to him and you squeeze.
What's that at this point?
Oh.
I can tell you one thing, I don't trust her at all right now.
We've got 75 rounds for your Beretta, but only 20 for the 6 hour.
Though if she's working with her husband against this, why not just hand him over, you know? I don't know. I know one person that is in this one, at least. Ving Rhames, right? Is one of them? Or is that later? Okay. Oh, shit. Dude, is he still around? I have not seen... I don't remember his name. I remember him mostly from Godzilla. But, like, I don't think... I cannot tell you the last time I saw him in a movie.
Is he serious?
Always.
If we're going to Virginia, why don't we drop by Fort Knox? I can fly a helicopter.
The only man alive who actually hacked NATO GhostCom.
That exceptional piece of work.
I love the way he talks, man.
The terminal is in a black vault lockdown. The only person allowed in the room has to pass through a series of security checks. The first is a voice print identification.
I love when movies do this, man. Where they go run through like what you need, what the plan would have to be to go through it, like the whole like nitty gritty. I love it. I've heard the Ocean's movies do those really well, but I've not seen a single one of those.
The black vault. There are 3 systems operating whenever the technician is out of the room. The first is sound sensitive. Anything above a whisper.
Oh, okay. But that aside,
temperature. Even the body heat of an unauthorized person in the room will trigger it.
Do terminals like this exist in these places like that? Like, why? I mean, security, I guess, but like, this is ridiculous.
Coming in through an overhead duct 30 feet above the floor.
Yeah, dude.
Guarded by a laser net.
That's where he comes in. Do.
Slightest increase in weight will trigger the alarm. Believe me when I tell you, gentlemen, all 3 systems are state of the art.
And you really think we can do this?
That's insane. How sensitive it is.
We're going to do it.
I'm sorry. Oh, this is like so goofy. What if they find that maybe a little suspicious? I don't know. I would.
He's recruiting. For what purpose? Survival. Question is, what does he want? Where does he need to get it? In Barnes? What the hell's that noise?
She is fine.
Hey, there were 3 of you. Where's the other guy?
Oh! I don't think that was part of the plan, man. I know Mythbusters did an episode about these kind of like climbing pads. I can't remember the results. It just has me wondering like how effective they actually are. I miss that show though, but I know they did one covering like different climbing techniques, but I feel like that would trip it. But like
2, 3. Toast. Toast.
Toasty.
Damn. Krieger from here on in. Absolute silence.
Immediately drops the grate. That'd be hilarious. How quiet it is wigging me out a little bit. Ugh, I don't know why it's giving me fucking chills. I don't like it. They give him a laxative?
He's rolling to you.
I wasn't sure what she actually put in his drink.
He's coming in the vault. Come on, move.
Dude, the silence in this room is... All right, we good. Go.
Holy mother of God.
God, man. The fact that he's holding him that steady is crazy to me. Yeah, unless he's got a massive phobia of rats, chill. It's just a rat. just keep swimming. I know what he's doing though, like the balance, man. Oh my god, that's so hard. Wait, did he kill the rat? What the fuck? I didn't see that. I thought he just swatted it away. Dude, what the fuck did they give him? Ving, tell this fucker to pull him up. No, Ethan can't talk right now, but Ving, you can do something. Dude, he barely had any clearance space to catch that drop. Yeah, dude, he killed that rat. He had 2 discs.
Merci.
Oh, he's gotta open the door just in time. Come on. I don't remember. Holy shit. But what about the other disc? He brought out 2 discs. Did he just need the one? I guess the 1 disc was fine enough. Damn, man. That was wilder than I remembered.
I don't think you're in any position to give orders. Do you? Not while I'm holding this.
Krieger.
Thank you.
Oh, is that why he had the 2 discs? That's not actually the right one.
Oh, you mean this?
That's not the list.
Oh, what's the matter? You've never seen this trick?
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Do you actually think I'd let you have the knock list?
Try any sleight of hand with my money, I'll cut your throat.
It would be funny if that was actually the correct list and he just gaslit him into believing it wasn't.
You're off on one of your cushy recruiting assignments again?
Yeah, where'd they put you up this time?
Ah, it was. Yeah, it was Voight.
Krieger did have the knock list?
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
The unlikely setting of farm in the heartland of America, the state of Wisconsin. To have found the brains behind an international drugs ring. The operation was masterminded by Margaret Ethan Hunt and her brother-in-law Donald Hunt.
Oh, wow.
Afraid what we have here is a case of a naive and
That is dirty. That's that pressure he was talking about, though.
Kittridge.
I see you've been out visiting the folks.
We've been watching a little TV, have
Seconds.
He wanted us to know he was in London.
Go! But yeah, he isn't buying it one bit.
Ethan.
Fucking fool!
Back up, take out Galitzin and Sarah's defense.
Oh. That was... Wait, so was Claire in on it then? Because she called him in. She wasn't in the car explosion. Claire had to have done it. She had to have done... Damn it, man. Wow.
I've done it himself.
Well, okay, I guess this is just him, like, theorizing. Maybe this isn't the truths, but... Here's the thing, though. I just really don't remember how this goes.
Kittridge. We'll go after the no-good son of a bitch big time.
We won't have to.
She can't know about me, Ethan. No one can. Not till this is over.
That makes me think she's not involved.
What's this? Incoming sir for you. X-rays clean, electronics, and no explosives.
Wow, that ADR. I mean, there's a helicopter on set, so there's no other really way. No, there's really isn't another way to do it.
Dear boy. I hope.
Is it a fake? Okay, everybody's on this train, man.
What's the matter?
It's not transmitting.
Try it again. Damn it, I've got to get this through before we hit the channel.
Oh, maybe it is the real. Okay, never mind. It is the real list, but they're not able to like send it out. He's got to keep them on the hook long enough to find his perp and then get it back.
Excuse me, sir.
Put it back.
He's in the baggage car.
Yeah, that's totally Voight. Because we see Kittridge walking around, so obviously that's what it is. Kittridge can't be up there equipping a gun if he's like right here. Wow, picking the lock from behind the back. I don't know that I've seen that before. Maybe I have. It's just not thinking about. Oh, okay.
Listen, Jim.
Okay.
Is it such a good idea to kill him?
They are in it together. Oh, fuck. Dude, I literally got fucking juked by that shit again.
Ethan Hunt, darling. You remember him, don't you?
Oh, so is Ethan in the car we saw the whole time.
Just exactly when he knew is something of a question. Mind telling me, Ethan? Before or after I showed up in London?
I really do wish they tried harder to trick us in the beginning. Why did they show his laptop in that one shot? And why did they not show him looking at a suspect? Like, it could have been a random stranger for us to throw us off. They didn't even try to fool the audience.
What's that?
Get played. Now, oh shit, that's the one she gave him.
I'm not the only one who's seen you alive.
Yeah. I don't remember anything since this on this train, man. I swear.
Don't, Jim.
Don't, Jim.
Oh, what a dick. Good God. Yeah, you're not on our side, are you? Never has been. I know it's not the same helicopter at all, but that type of helicopter always makes me think to the Batcopter, like the Adam West Batcopter. Oh yeah, what about the list though? It's still transferring because Ving's still in the fucking toilet. That was ballsy. That's why he's not in any of the other ones, man. Get fucked! No. No. All right. Dude, there's no fucking way. Oh, whoa. Yeah, dude, there's no way you could get an angle like that in here. Also, any damage to those rotors, he would have instantly have crashed. Yo, dude, how much gum did he get? I love the bullshit, man, but it's... Oh. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Fair.
I'm gonna miss being disreputable.
Yeah.
Always think you that way.
We'll take it. You know, I've never been in any one of these double-decker planes before.
Would you like to watch a movie?
No, thank you.
Would you consider the cinema of the Caribbean? Aruba, perhaps.
Damn, man. That movie really holds up. Though, I don't know if this is like indicative of most of this type of media, because I really feel like most movies do this a little bit better. And I kind of called it out there in the beginning. And again, maybe this is because, you know, like there's some memories that I have about this, and then my associations just with Jon Voight kind of painting that vision from the get-go. And I this is usually a good thing for me in a lot of cases, is that I like when the audience can play along, when it doesn't hide the mystique behind it. Like if you go back and you can see all the little like clues that hint as to who was actually behind everything. But like it was a lot easier to hone in on like this, especially right now because of those reasons. But like I think it was just like in your face, like because they set up the whole mission thing, like the first mission that we opened up on, and I do remember that the team got taken out. Though I just didn't remember the specifics. But like they straight up like. Jack's like, don't worry, I'll get the door. Oh no, this isn't me. And then he was like, don't worry, I got the door. But he didn't say anything. He was talking to Jack still, and he was like, I got you, open door. Why was Jack even in there if he could have done that from there? Like, Jack was the one they were waiting on. So like, that's right there. And also when he's trying to play our hand in the video footage, we didn't see anything. We just saw the barrel and then his reaction. No faces, no nothing. I don't even think we saw the other hand in the shot. I'm pretty sure it was just the silencer pressed to his stomach, and maybe a little bit of the barrel. When he was like, "I've got a tail, Ethan. I've got a tail." One thing they could have done to throw us off a little bit more, because like it's just weird to me that they didn't show him for the audience, at least to throw us off, to keep us in the game. Like at least show us look at somebody. Because we saw like the other agents, and then like that could make the suspicious play. There was the person that stabbed the dude running off with the disc in the first place that they were originally meant to take out and get the disc from. Who was that? And then there's the other stuff happening. You know, who set off the detonator? Again, it does raise suspicion on Claire in that way, but the whole Voight situation didn't absolve him at all of his part in it. Which is why I don't remember any of the Claire stuff at all. Like 100%. Like even though like the Voight stuff I feel like could have been painted just by, again, like my coloration of him as an actor and the roles he generally gets typecast in. Which is true. I cannot think of a single time he's played like a morally upstanding, we're supposed to root for him person. Like he's always the bad guy in everything I've ever seen him in. So that may paint things a little bit, but I do think cinematically, the way they were telling the story made him such a huge suspect. But in a fair account, they did the same thing with how did Claire? How was she not in the car? And I was starting to lean that maybe Claire was going to be the red herring. First it was the guy that was hunting Ethan that met him in Prague to try to, bring him in, and who was tracking him the entire film. He tried to pass that off. That just didn't make any sense because he was never in the running for me. So I don't know. Aside from that, this movie was shot so well. It had such a great, nice, tight pace. And I think everybody performance-wise did a really banger job in this movie, man. Tom Cruise really giving it all. Ving Rhames doing a solid job of just being I don't know, man. There's something just charming about him in almost every movie I've ever seen him in. And especially in this role, because I got to say, most of what I remember from him is in this movie. And then I think one scene in either 2 or 3 in a desert, but I don't remember what's going on there. So I don't think that counts. But anyway, I think he's just such a charming actor, man. And way he had fun with this role and everything. And then again, another kind of typecast actor, Jean Reno. I'm not sure exactly who you pronounce that. I think the one other time where he kind of was against type was in, the 2000 or the, 99, 98, whatever. The American Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. I think that's the one time where I was where I'd seen him in something where he was kind of, a fun on your side kind of character. I don't think I've seen him in anything else where he's kind of been in that role. But again, that's another connection. Claire called him in, and he was the one that tried to make off with the list. And, so there was these little nuggets throughout the whole thing. The hotel connection, the Drake Hotel that he was talking about in Chicago, that coming back up and tying into the label of ownership on the Bible that was in there that was tied to the clue that he used to enact and start this relationship with Max. And it makes me wonder, because I wasn't paying attention for it earlier on, I'm wondering if there was any biblical lines that Voight actually said during their meeting when he showed up. And I think everybody in this movie, speaking of that meeting, especially in that scene, I think they did a really great job of just showing how well-oiled that machine was of that team and why they were the ones chosen to be the patsies in this, because they could get the job done, and they'd probably be the only team that would, if they were left hanging, that could, beat them out. So, I don't know. It was an interesting little thing, because the way they just bantered, knew each other's buttons, and all that kind of stuff, that camaraderie they all had was a lot of fun, well established, really well in the early scene. I think it does a really good job at really disarming you a little bit. The action in this, the tension in this, from them infiltrating Langley and doing the whole suspension thing. I remember the whole coming down from the ceiling thing, the iconography of it and the him on the floor. I didn't remember any of the surrounding information around that scene or how we got to that. I vaguely remember the lasers. Honestly, I thought he was lowered down through lasers and he had to twirl and dip away from the lasers. Is that something else? I don't know. That's kind of what I thought. So the whole vacuum sealed pressure floor and the noise ceiling and all that stuff, and Krieger holding him up and having to keep him stable, the rat thing, all that, man. Great tension building. And that room legitimately just chilled my nerves, man. It really just sent the shiver up my spine a little bit. It was, I don't know, something about that. The sound design in that room was so eerie. And then the whole train sequence, I didn't remember nothing of that. Everything after the Langley bit was pretty much 100% fresh for me in my brain. So that was a lot of fun. That whole sequence was tense. It was playful. Lots of great little things that I've seen parodied a bunch of times throughout. Dude, the bait and switch, with him getting Claire to admit to him, I fell fucking right into that. And I think that was myself trying to be oh, it's totally Voight, blah, 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 the code, he's up there, that's definitely not what's his face? Because we see him walking the train, blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of played myself. And I shouldn't have. Because we already knew. Oh, I guess we didn't know Voight was involved at that point, so they would still hide the face. So I don't know. But yeah, it was fun. The action was so well shot. The music was great. The composition was great. Again, I didn't realize Danny Elfman scored this. It doesn't really sound like one of his usual things. Like usually I can watch a movie and hear the score and be like, that's Danny Elfman. But I didn't pick that up here, which was kind of interesting to me. Other than that, man, this is a pretty solid movie. It really holds up. It really kicked off this whole franchise. So, you know, for obvious reasons, it's got a lot of those core foundational elements baked right into it. But I'm curious to see the evolution watching these back to back to back, because anytime this is probably part of the reason why they haven't lasted as much in my mind, is that I had watched them so far apart. I don't even think I've seen one or two more than once ever. And that's probably part of the reason too why, you know, I haven't seen them since I was in my early teens. So those memories probably got chucked right out of my head. Oh man. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see like the current ones, the modern ones, like really to see how it evolves. Even though I don't remember specific elements of it, I remember Mission Impossible having this vibe of just over the top 90s, just cheese. I remember that being my takeaway from the movie, even though I don't remember it. And I think that was also kind of like the general consensus when that one came out. I do remember 3 having a bit more grittier, back to form vibe than 2. Again, though, I just don't have specifics. I remember, though, that after 3, I know 3 was my favorite of the 3. Because I remember telling people that, like, Mission Impossible 3 was my favorite of the trilogy up until that point, before any of the other ones come out. And I did this thing. I used to do this thing a lot when I was younger, where if I thought something ended well enough, I would not involve myself in a sequel that I feel like didn't need to exist. I did that with BioShock. Like, I was like, this game's perfect. And I heard that they're making a sequel, like that they were making BioShock 2. I was like, why? Why? It's a perfect, nice little story by itself. And I never played 2. The only reason I played BioShock Infinite originally was because it was disconnected. It was just the BioShock name. It was a wholly different story. And it wasn't until the DLC that they connected it back to the original, at least from what I remember. I still never finished BioShock Infinite, but that's just an example case. Like, BioShock was one of those. Mission Impossible 3, I think was one of those for me too, where I was just like, we closed out a nice story. We had a nice bookend. Why are we continuing this? But it's still going, so I don't know. I haven't heard anything bad about any of the sequel films, so I have to imagine they're probably pretty solid. So, I mean, if anything, I'm sure it'll be fun to watch the spectacle and the ante be upped each time. As we know, Tom Cruise is very apt to do, is to push the boundaries of what kind of stunts and set pieces they can pull off in these films and stuff. I think one of them, like, they just straight up, like, I know there's like something with a plane. I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of Christopher Nolan and The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know. Anyway, Tom Cruise does crazy shit. And the more these things evolve, the more crazy shit he does. And it's always fun to see him do crazy shit. Anyway, this was fun, revisiting this movie and basically experiencing it, I'd say like 90% for what feels like for the first time again. But yeah, man, like I said, once we get to 4, from that point onward, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Outside of what may have been shown in the trailers, I haven't sat down and seen a single second from any of the actual movies. Like, I'm sure I've seen the trailers, but I haven't seen a second from any of the films. And like with this, some things did start to come back, but as I hope you can tell at least, because I don't want to like come off like I'm faking this at all, because that would really feel icky for me, because I don't like doing that. And I know there's reactors out there that fake their shit sometimes, you know. I think it's pretty obvious to tell when that's happening. I hope that I don't give off that vibe, because I try to be as genuine as possible and admit when I do or do not remember something. especially in this. And I haven't done this really before, because anything else I've covered on the channel, I have not watched previously, except I Hocus Pocus was a weird situation because I knew a scene from it, but I didn't remember anything else around the movie. So I wasn't sure if this was like a Mission Impossible situation where I maybe at one point did watch the movie and only the memories of that one scene survived, or maybe I was just flipped through channels and I caught that scene, or maybe that's the only thing. I don't know about that one. So like, I think in my title for that one is like first time ? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've watched this, but maybe I have. But yeah, I try to be as upfront as possible with any of that stuff. Obviously, there's some things I think from like cultural osmosis you can't really avoid either way. Like the theme, like how could you forget? I mean, I think people that have never even seen this at least know the theme or have heard the theme and the whole like wire gag, you know? I hope you all enjoyed the reaction, man. I had fun rewatching this. And I think that's a thing, like a testament to how this movie is like, even though it was made in 96, it still has its legs. It's still worth going back to revisit for all the technical elements of it, the story. And even though like I have some minor critiques of the execution of the mystique, I'd still think the execution of the story as a whole was still really freaking good. But yeah, guys, what did you think of the movie? What are your experiences with this? Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. It really helps us out. If you want to check out the full-length reaction, it's going to be on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, Yorick Coruscant, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake Contrell, Tiff, and Eric Official. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, we'll continue on through the whole spiel, and we'll see where this journey goes. But guys, that's it for now. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.